Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Still not sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Maybe one day. Good afternoon. Today is the 25th of March and this is part 13 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2023 Practical Classics Classic Car Restoration Show here at the NEC Birmingham. This is the 7th part for today, so I'm starting to flag a little bit, but we must finish all 5 viewers. We've been here forever. So this is the Lancia Beta Forum stand. We've got 2 Lancia Beta Spiders on here. One of them's the 1977 Beta 2000, known as Alberta. Just bought in 2007 for £700. I don't think you can buy one of these for £700 anymore. Don't think so. As Mr. Martin Charles from the Grand Theft Auto stand will tell you, these are very, very nice cars. I would like to have a go in one of these actually myself, but this depends as always if I get offered one. So this is also a 77. This is a 1600 as opposed to a 2000. And yeah, the sort of biscuit leather interior. So if you get the original look at these, original front end. Bonnet opens that way. And yeah, there we go. So 70s of that sort of colour. Very nice though. Let's have a look at the Jensen Owners Club stand. We've got 1975 Sceptre 3, but looks a bit different from that picture, I must say. Obviously having some work today. Another Interceptor 3 here. That's very nice, viewers. Is that by any chance a beige leather interior that we see for us? Yes it is. Let's have a look at this information sheet. Yeah, it's in 74. Very nice, viewers. No wood on this, but we have got a beige leather interior, so in my book we are doing very well. I think this is the sort of 3rd or 4th Jensen Healey we've seen. 72, 73 registration, this one. Daily driver, right? Mark 1 Jensen Healey, very nice. 2.2 Lotus engine, of course. Quite an odd pairing of different components to make these, but I think they look very stylish actually. Let's have a look at this Beetles stand. What's it called? historicvws.co.uk. Wow, this is an early Volkswagen, isn't it? Goodness me. What is this? It's 1949. Wow. Yeah, it's got this sort of tiny little rear window. Really small, of course. 49 is the plate on it too. I wonder if that's a coincidence. It probably isn't. This is a bit later. This is a 66. I've only ever actually filmed one Beetle for the channel. It was a 68. It's actually had some views. I can't believe actually when I look at it, but it has. It's not a very good video, but there we go. So we're not quite kind of some Herbie. Herbie's a little bit older than one of these. I think it's supposed to be 63 or 64 from memory. It's a 1300. We're get a really early one. Is this even earlier than that 49? Imagine it actually is. It's a 46. Goodness gracious me, one of the earliest Volkswagens to be sold in private ownership. Wow. Crazy. Also got the Quattro Owners Club stand here. A couple of all Quattros on them, both the same colour it looks like. I'll have a look at the other one first. So it's a 90... No, that's not specific to this car. Oh, here we go. Is there any specific information about this car on there, other than that it's 85, 86? Do we have anything else? No. No. Oh well, never mind. So we don't know so much. These are just two very similar cars. That's a bit of a shame, viewers. We're going to have to move on quickly. How about the Austin A30 and A35 Owners Club? Yes, here we go. I think the best way to tell these apart often is the grill. This will be a very late one. 68 actually, they finished production of the van. This is 63. The A35s do have a larger rear window than the A30s, and yeah, that's a good demonstration. You can see an A35 there. So this will be an A30. They did make both 2 and 4 door saloons. Looks very nice. It's sort of like a resto mod, that one. Goodness me, this one's had a fair bit of work, and it's got a much wider body on it than usual. Ford V8 in there. Yeah, that's an A35, that one. This sort of picnic area, we've got some Land Rovers spotted by Revs, I think. Oh, the Fiat X19 stand with Bertone and Fiat X19. I think this is a Bertone one on a D, so I think on 85 they changed from the Fiat to the Bertone badge. It's 87, this one. On the front, there we go, it says Bertone in front of it. This isn't a Abarth model. Forgotten about these. I think these were the later 1.5s, 5-speed gearbox. And then this will be a much earlier one. This. Yeah, 78, 79 this one. With a little Targa top. That does look rather nice. Austin Counties Club, of course, the counties cars made before stuff like the A55s and things like that came out. A7C Hereford. That is going to need a bit of work, isn't it? First public appearance of this car is seen. Someone must be brave to restore that. This is what they look like when they're done. So it's a 53. And is this perhaps a 40 of some description? Yes, it is an A40 two-door. It was found in Australia. Wow. Let's have a look inside. Interesting. Right, Volvo Owners Club, of which I am a member. Let's take a look carefully at what we've actually got on the stand. Ooh, can't talk about that, viewers. We can't talk about diesels on this channel, thanks to the Mayor of London. His liking for us not to mention such things because of the ultra emission zone and the clean air zones with his friends around the country. Now this is a Volvo 144, it's a pre-facelift one. Registered in August 1969, this one. It's an auto. And we've got this 240, this looks like a GL. Yeah, it's a GL. It's very similar to the one that my mother had from 1990 to 2001. Hers was an 89, but a 1990 model year. They just sort of kept going. Famous red block engine in this. Just crazy. Brian. Yeah, the car my mother had actually had blue interior. That's got a sort of charcoal interior. LPG conversion. There's an Amazon. So a 122S. Be modified for competition, I see. So 63. So we saw the MG Car Club stand yesterday. This is the MG Owners Club. It's got quite a big stand actually here. So MGB GT. 71, 72 registration. That's been modified a bit, hasn't it? I think that's still a B series, but it's had some work done, hasn't it? MGA Roadster. And then is this another MGBLE? No, it's not. This is a Aston Martin MGB. Oh, of course, yes. They did actually want to take the MGB and keep production going after 1980. And William Towns did a sort of mock-up of what it might be if Tickford had taken over. This has got the 2-litre O series engine in it, which would have gone into the Morris Ital at the time. That's fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try something like that, but yeah, it could have worked, I suppose. MGZA magnet. You can sort of tell with this one because it's got the smaller rear window. It's not the ZB. Lots and lots of biscuit-coloured leather and wood. Very nice. And a very late MGZT 260, which just has the Ford V8 in it. Yeah, top of V8 badges on it. A lot of cars after MG Rover's collapse were still registered into 2006. In some cases, 8, and then I think the last ones were 11 or 12 plate. But the A7C Rover did tons of these in 2006. I've driven a couple of them myself, actually. I've also driven a ZT260 like this. They are very fast and do a very heavy clutch. So yes, the MG Octagon Car Club. Imagine this is for older MGs. 1953 MG TD Mark II. 1250 X-Pag engine, I think, in these. Not quite a beige leather interior views, but it's not too far off. And then we've got 1946 TC. 1951 MG TD. Now this does look like a beige leather interior. Yes, very nice. No wood though. It's got one of the saloons that people always seem to forget, but MG made saloons for a really long time alongside the sports cars. So, you know, when the Z cars appeared in 2001, it wasn't really kind of particularly out of character for the company. 1952 MGYB. Then replaced by the Magnet ZA. Let's have a look at some nice Austin Healey's. Excellent Austin Healey. 3000 Mark II, 1963. I've heard these are quite hard to drive actually, these. I might be wrong, but I think so. BN1, Healey 104, 1954. I helped somebody sell one of these on eBay many years ago. It wasn't in nice condition as this. It needed a bit of work, but yeah, it was a BN1 like this one is. Ooh, very late. I think this is an Austin Sprite. Austin Healey Sprite. Yeah, look, there we go. Austin Sprite, May 71. So last year they made them. Possibly that badge has been changed, I don't know. It looks so much like a Midi, doesn't it? But of course they're really similar. The only difference between the two of them was the badge. I think we need to have a look at maybe some RollsRoyce and Bentley stuff over here, viewers. Very nice. It's a RollsRoyce Silver Shadow 2. That looks like it's from 78, 79. Let's just go over here and take a look at this interior. Ooh, yes please, viewers. Beige leather interior with wood. Very nice. And RollsRoyce cushions. I fancy having a ride in the back of there. It'd be quite nice. Is that a RollsRoyce Silver Cloud rolling chassis by any chance? Looks like it, doesn't it? And then we've got another Silver Shadow here. It's another Silver Shadow 2. This is what it looks like when all sort of cut down. Wow. They are quite complicated cars, actually, these. They've got a lot of things going on, particularly with suspension. Ooh, an Opel Monza GSE. Oh, yes, please, viewers. Yes. 86, 87. Probably an 86, actually. I think that was the last year for these. This one's an auto. Again, I'd like to have a go in there, actually. That would be pretty good. And then we can take a look at this Porsche 94S 8687. That actually has the Porsche engine in it, as opposed to the ones that made it up until 85, which just had the Volkswagen Audi engine in them. Then we can look at what have we got here? Ballard Special. Oh yes, this is the Model A Revival Company. We've come across these before. They're full Model A Speedsters. Oh, it's a Studebaker. That's interesting. So it's a 1930 Model A twin engine. And this, one of several chitty bang bang replicas that are around the country. There's one in Cadnam near Southampton. I wonder what this is actually based on. Alright, okay, so it's 2016 it was done. That's good. Starbridge Pre-War Car Club. 1938 MGVA. One owned it for 60 years. Goodness me. That's pretty crazy. Lady Grey. I can't imagine having a car for that long. That means I have to keep my Rover till I am, how old would I be? In my late 90s. And then we've got, I think this is an Austin 870, something like that. Early 50s, and then we've got this Mini's having a bit of restoration. Ooh, the Mark 1 Austin Cooper S. That's just been painted, doesn't it? That looks nice. 1275cc one. Right, viewers, we've got to be a little bit careful on the 3081 Motor Club stand, because that Discovery, we might not be able to talk about that. Oh yes, absolutely not. Okay. How about this Morris Minor then? We'll talk about this. A 67, 68 Minor Traveller 1000. We've seen several of these around. I might actually, just while I got pause button, viewers, right, better get out of here before 4. Okay, so yes, 68 Minor Traveller. You have to complete 1,381 miles per annum in a classic vehicle. Well, I certainly do that with mine. 1966 Ford Cortina, 2-door. This has been a GT originally, possibly. Got some mini light star wheels on there, which looks good on that. Right, there's one more stand I think we need to visit, and then I think we finish Hall 5. So this is the Allard stand, I think. Allard, I think, only made cars until the middle 50s. interesting company where the designer, the owner and the racing driver are all the same person. I think even they made their own engines as well, from memory. This is interesting. It's got its own sort of little interior with some beige leather. We like that view very much. Right, that is the entirety of all 5 done, and I need to go and have a rest now. Anyway, that is it for the second day of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2023 Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show here at the NEC in Birmingham. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment below, and we shall see you again tomorrow for part 14. I almost forgot, this is the last car that I've actually going to be filming in Hall 5. It is a 1966 Ford Anglia Deluxe. I forgot to film this actually properly on the way in yesterday. I'm surprised this is the only Anglia I've actually seen at the show. Now this is the Deluxe. You can tell straight away by the front of it. The standard models, which are very rare, have a much narrower grille, but you don't see many of these anymore. There we go, that's rather nice, isn't it?